Hi, welcome back to Blue Pea Papery. My name is Trudy, and today I'm going to do a short and sweet video comparing the Erin Condren Daily Duo to the Plum Paper Planner that I just received today. I'm not going to be comparing the format of the planners themselves. The first thing I wanted to point out is the monthly. Now, aside from the fact that I purchased a Plum Paper Planner in neutral and the Erin Condren in colorful, when you open up the tab, this is something that Erin Condren did correct. When you open up the tab in the Plum Paper Planner, it opens up to the dashboard and the notes page instead of the monthly display, the monthly page. So that's something that I like the Erin Condren better for. The other thing I like better is the aesthetic of this dashboard compared to the aesthetic of this dashboard. Going back to the monthly page, these are just some of the differences I noticed. In the Erin Condren, the boxes are longer than they are tall, and this allows for more space on the top and more space on the bottom. In the Plum Paper Planner, the boxes are taller than they are wide. This leaves you a wider margin here, which allows you to write more easily. So I do like that feature better. The box sizes are the same dimensions, it's just that in the Erin Condren they're this way, and in the Plum Planner they're this way. And the margins you can see are much narrower here and much narrower at the top. And that's something to consider if you buy monthly sticker kits. They're probably not going to fit in the Plum Paper Planner. You'll need to get one that's made specifically for this planner. Now, the other reason I am not going to compare the format is because I did not get a daily. This is the Erin Condren Daily Duo, and this is something from Plum Paper Planner called, I think it's Notes and Days or Days and Notes. It's a week on one page. The weekend is split up, and that's a feature that I don't like. I didn't think I would like that in the Erin Condren, but it turns out there is so much space on this page that I do like it. On this page, you can customize all the headers and the box area, but I wanted to leave it completely blank so that I can figure out how I want to use it. Most of my stuff is done on a running to-do list, so what I've been doing with the daily is whatever I don't check off as finished gets carried over to the next day. And there's a lot of flipping of pages that I don't like. So I wanted to see if this format would work for me. And if I go back here to July, I did this week in a spread using Jackson Pepper, a 2-sheet mini kit, to find out if the paper and the stickers would work. So this is what I ended up with. I'll get the Erin Condren out of the way, because at this point that's all I have to say about the Erin Condren except for the paper, and a lot of people have covered the paper difference already. This is like a smooth, buttery paper. It writes beautifully. However, I did a pen test, and I know I've seen a couple of pen tests. Where is it? Where is my page? I prefer a super ultra fine point pen. And if you use a super ultra fine point pen, 0.3, 0.38, the lower levels where you're not putting as much ink down on the paper, it passes the smear test just fine. It doesn't smear at all. The more ink you're laying down, when the bigger the nib size of the pen, when you get to the 0.5 it smears a little bit, when you get to the 0.7 it smears a lot more, and the 1.0, forget it. The Pilot G2 will smear all over the place. I did not allow any time for this to dry. I finished writing and immediately ran my finger across. So this is the results I got. The Signo Uniball was fine, Sharpies were fine, Pilot Precise V5 was fine. Now that's a fine or a very fine point. The Pentel Energel .3 was fine. The Pilot G2 .38, which is hard to find, was fine. And the Pilot G2 0.5 was okay. It smeared a little bit. So if you can slow your writing down or you're not a lefty, you're probably not going to have a problem with it. The others, you're going to have to allow considerable time for them to dry. Now, the other nice thing about this paper is the Sharpie did not bleed through or shadow. It, whoops, where is it? It barely shadowed over here. That's where the A was in Sharpie. So where I had to go back over when I make the A. So I thought that was pretty nice too. I don't know if this is going to work with stamping in a book, which I sometimes do. I'll have to find that out, and I'll probably have to let it dry a considerable amount of time or create stickers by stamping on another piece of paper, cutting it out, and putting it in. Now back to the spread that I did. This is the way that I set it up. 3 boxes, full boxes, normally sized for a vertical planner, will fit in this spot here. Thin washi tape, but not too thin, will fit as a header, so will a regular header. The boxes, the functional boxes, are a little bit larger. I used a mild liner to highlight this particular week. That didn't smear at all. There was no problem with that. I used some stickers from Chrissy Ann Designs here for numbering. That spacing worked fine. My stencil for dots and then the heart checklist and other checklists did not fit in with this spacing pattern. So I had to use a stencil and just do some tests there to see which ran. And then, again, my pen didn't smear at all. On the other side, the date covers, because there's so much space here, I can move the date cover over and leave space here. As if you look here, there's that nice big gap. On the page here, I've organized it so that I can do all my journaling here, and everything on this third is deco or appointments. Anything that I'm going to put a sticker down for. Except the weekend, of course, because it's a split. So I wasn't too thrilled with that again, but it is what it is, and I'll see if this works for me. So there's what it looks like this week with some deco on it. The other thing that is unique about this planner as opposed to the Erin Condren, which does not have these features at all, is the add-ons. I really, really like this feature. You can get up to, I want to say 48 pages. I don't recall the exact amount. You can check it on the website when you play around with customizing. But I got 3 sections. One is home. And the home is basically for budgeting. First page is to list your service providers, home maintenance, indoor, outdoor by season. Here it's spring, summer, fall, and winter. And that's good if you change your smoke detector batteries. You have to do mulching of leaves, winter ice removal, or fall, get the leaves out of the gutters if you have a house, or if you have a pool, closing the pool and opening the pool. All those things can go in here. There's a master cleaning guide, and I really need to do a cleaning schedule, so this is going to help me do that. And then the laundry guide, which I thought was pretty cool, tells you how to remove certain stains with certain things. So that was good to know, and laundry care procedures. So it's like a little helpful guide as well, not just a planner. And then your gardening terms, which I do a lot of gardening, so this isn't really not going to make a difference for me, but if somebody's just starting to garden, this is going to be really helpful. Garden stuff by season. Then also part of the home is family favorites with your meals, breakfast, appetizers, entrees, desserts. I don't know who has dessert for breakfast, but okay. Lunch, dinner, recipes to try. Monthly goals. You have 3 goals per month. And this is separate and apart from the beginning of the book. That is the same as most other planners where you have those, oops, make a liar out of me now, where you have these type pages. This one is ideas, plans, goals, and then there's another 2-page that has special dates, and these are already predated by the month. So you can cover those up with whatever you want to, washi or stickers. Back to the home section. So we got our monthly goals. And then home projects. This is another feature I love. All in one place. I can check off when I'm done. Checkbox up here, start date, finish date. Normally when I have projects going on, I've got lists of paper everywhere. And sometimes I lose the list. Gift list, 2 pages. Shopping list, 2 pages. I'm not sure how I will use this. I may use this for special sales for stickers and specifically for planner related items, and then the gift list for family, birthday gifts, anniversaries and such. I'm not sure. I'm going to play around with it. Then you have monthly bills, fixed periodic expenses, other notable expenses, and then passwords. I'm not going to be putting my passwords in here. Then there's a yearly expense overview by month, January, February, March, April, May, June, and then the other half of the year over here. And then important contacts, your doctor, emergency clinic, neighbor, children, school. The next section, the next add-on I got was budget. And this is really nice. It has your bank account information in the front if you choose to use that. I'm probably not going to. Yearly cash flow for your income, expenses, giving, savings, debt. And then your monthly assessment. There's 12 of these. Your monthly income, your checking account, your savings account, your monthly budget, starting and ending balances, your debt payoff, your savings, fixed expenses, budget goals. This is awesome. This is amazing. This is the nicest budget planner I've seen. And then over here you have your variable expenses, and then you add it all up and do your balance sheet. So there's 12 of those. Oops, I don't know where it ends here. And then my bills, and then it's January through December. Now this is a July to June planner, so it's going to be a little off, but I can still work with it. Your bills, the amount, the date, and then I guess check off that you paid it. And this to me would be more for fixed expenses, but it's just a place to list them all so you have an average and can create a budget. Your debt tracker. Then the last section I purchased was social media. The last add-on I purchased was social media. I'm not sure how this is going to work because I'm not really doing a lot of social media, but I'd like to get more into it. So this for me is good because it has not only tracking and analytics, it tells you certain things to do and helps you create a plan. It gives you an overview, your mission statement, your key message, your audience platform, major goals, overviews by the month, monthly planning for your brainstorming. I like that it has these nice boxes with no lines so you can sketch out designs other than just writing. And it looks like there's one for every month. And I don't know what a campaign audit is, but there's pages for it. And it goes through one per month, it looks like. And then your login information, if you want to write that down. And then you have, and this is standard, I believe, is 4 dot grid sheets, or 2 dot grid sheets, the password section, and your contacts sheet. And that comes with all the planners. And then you have your U.S. holidays at the end. Oops. And then there's the 2022, a pocket, and that comes with all of them, 2-sided pocket. And then you can also add on sheet protectors, and these are really heavy plastic. These are not those little things you find in a back-to-school binder. It's a very heavy plastic, and I think they were $1 or $2 each, and you can get up to 4 or maybe 6 in the back of the book. So I grabbed one of these. And then you have the back of the book. The other thing that's different about these covers is they're 2-part, and this to me is like a plastic book cover type thing. It's really nice. They give you a little sample piece to practice, see if you can tear it or anything. Nope, can't. You can crunch it up a little bit, maybe wrinkle and create some dents in it, but it's not going to tear. So overall, it's a really nice binder. I'm very pleased with it. I can't wait to start using it and see how it works for me. And if this format doesn't work and it turns out I do like the Daily Duo, I may try the daily in this planner, because this daily planner does not have the weekend on 2 pages. Each weekend gets its own page. And you can also order it in a smaller size. You can also in a, I think it's B6 or 5, I want to say 5 by 7. I could be wrong. In a smaller size format. And you can also order it in 6-month increments rather than 12-month. So the price point is very reasonable. This particular planner, with all the customization I chose, which is here, the date, you could also put a logo in the middle. With the 3 add-ons plus the sheet protector, it was $55 shipped. It starts at, for the basic planner, and they don't charge extra for the personalization, it starts at, I think, $32 for a 1-year planner. For this particular format, I believe it's for all the formats. I don't know if daily is more or not, but that's a really good price point for the quality of this planner. It's much nicer than any of the others I've seen. It's comparable to the Erin Condren, possibly better. It's personal choice, but it's heads above the Recollections, in my opinion. The paper quality is really nice. So there's the quick, short and sweet on the EC versus the Plum paper planner. I hope you found some useful information in this video, and if you want more videos like this, please like, share, subscribe, click notifications. Thank you for watching, and happy planning.